Good evening, everyone, and we've got a good one for you. A really important 2-2 matchup between Adirondack Rick and Shatty. Winner will punch their ticket into bracket. The loser still has another week to try and get in there. My name is Tracy, and with me today is Why Must You Hate Me? Yumi, how you doing?
Hey Tracy, I am fantastic and excited. Glad to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, two good friends, like two Rick, I've known for forever. He and I go way back. Shatty, part of the old Next Gen crew, great person. Sadly, someone has to lose, but happily, someone gets to win. So,
Yeah, two really good people and really good players. And two really nice guys, very likable. So yeah, you don't who do you root for? Who do we root for? I don't know.
Well, we're not supposed to root for anyone. We're
Oh
supposed to
yeah,
be
I
we're
mean,
supposed to be
yeah, we're
unbiased
objective.
and
That's more like rhetorical for the audience. Who do you guys root for? We don't root
That's
for
right.
people.
That's right. Who y'all rooting for? No, yeah. I know some people like to go, put their hearts on their sleeves and let us know all that stuff. But either way, someone good's gonna win. So we're gonna be happy about that. And neither one's gonna be out yet, so that's good.
Yep. Still got another chance, even if we lose them. But whoever does win punches their ticket into the main
That's
bracket. So
right.
exciting.
All right, not one of my more favorite start spots. You're around a bunch of burn bushes. You don't have a candle. You're not too far from different Armos places. So it's not terrible.
Yeah.
No, we got one person rooting for a tie. I'm gonna say, let's leave that and let somebody win.
No
Our
comment, right?
tracker Jess Andy might pull out her hair or something if they have to deal with another tie because she's one of the admins.
I do agree with the start screen. Oh my gosh, forget level 9 already. Good grief. Okay, what do we got?
Six.
Mm.
This is
All
not the
right.
scary 5, but the scary 6 isn't that much better.
Yeah, six is pretty scary too. So still might be some decisions to be made. I know at least Shatty likes the 8, but
Yeah. Oh
I'm
yeah.
not sure about Rick. Probably the same.
We did see a 70 rupee candle on Rick's side. A little pricey, but with 6 hard Triforces, maybe you don't need it. No, you're gonna want to buy a candle. So, because even if you don't need it, it's so rare. Also, these runners checking out a little bit of level 7. Not much we can do here right now. This is screaming segmentation with no doors in these rooms, and a
Yep,
possible push block in one of those rooms.
sure is. And I agree with you. The start screen. Another thing I don't like about the start area, just in general, is like you have to make a decision on which way to go. Like, do we
I
go to
know.
the Armoses on like they go all the way to the grave one and just Death Armos, or I don't like that decision, but gotta make one.
Man, that Death Armor screen, not a good one with the Lionels there. And Rick
Nope.
gets the news about the 6 Triforces. We do get some money, 10 rupees, vanilla small
Right.
secret, which is, it's okay. It's enough that you actually want to pick up the small secrets and don't get disappointed when it just does the blip of 1 or the 2 or something. Also of note, my 2 least favorite enemy sets on the overworld, the Lionels and the Guria. Just sniper time.
Oh yeah, 100% agree. Grias are probably the worst, and then Lionel's very shortly after.
Yeah, I
Especially with
totally
the
agree.
sword. Ugh.
Just both enemies I find so much easier to deal with in dungeons. In the overworld, I just want to just leave me alone. Don't look at me. Just let me go by. In the
Don't look at
dungeons
me.
where yeah, just nothing to see here. Rick checks the southwest corner. No sword there. And that was one of the spots, one of my least favorite spots on the overworld, because of that bomb spot. And it's way too early to have bombs for it. So Rick
Yeah, it's really
hopefully
annoyingly
important
like
back.
you're right. It's annoyingly out of the way, and yeah, you have to orphan a spot if you go there early. So try to
That's the
avoid it if
best thing.
possible.
Best thing about 2Q only is there's no bomb spot there.
Yes, that is nice.
The 2Q only overworld, which yeah, we mostly only see when we play SG Live Flags. And there goes some money for Shaddy as he hits a door repair, and it's above 20 because all his money is gone.
Sure was, and Rick's struggling, but Shatty's already taken a death on the overworld. We can't. It's it's very probable with these enemies in those sword and 3 hearts. But then Rick was about to, so he just said, "I'm going to take an up and A before I take that death, get my hearts back."
And to answer chat, the sword can be in any open cave in the overworld. So typically, people will consider there's one open cave. There's a potion in vanilla next to vanilla quest 1-9 is often considered the worst spot. My least favorite spot is the white sword cave because I die too often trying to get there, and then when the sword's there, you're last locating it. 115 for the large secret. We like that.
Yeah,
it's candle money.
That's candle money for sure. And speaking of, there is a candle, another candle right there.
Free red ring.
Oh Lord.
I know that's your favorite thing.
Oh yeah, gosh, gross. And you know what else? It's on the grave side. But I was just talking about when we started about, do you go that way or do you not? Shatty did not, so
yeah,
we'll see how long it takes him to get over there.
Yeah, he will get it, but he's going to be a little slower to it. And to answer another question. The flag that allows the Armos item to block the wood sword is not on. There are situations where red candle can block the Armos, can block the sword, as can the raft, the power bracelet, or the recorder, but not in these flags. Shatty, check the Death Mountain cave. You're right there on the any roads.
Yeah, I was kind of curious why he didn't. I mean, he's gonna go get his ring in these open spots over here, but
yep, that's good for him.
Yeah, give it a check while you're up there, you'd think, but
Yeah, I love it when the any roads either get me that spot easily or let me check it easily, or just an any road just takes you there to that spot and you just don't have to worry about it anymore. There's that candle for Rick.
Yeah, a 6 Triforce seed and a red ring is almost worst case scenario in my book. I'm not saying it is for these guys. I'm not speaking for them, but. Ugh,
I think Rick will be happier with that red ring than Shatty.
Yes,
that is my prediction. It just depends. For me, it depends on who I'm playing. If I'm playing you, give me that red ring on the Armos side, because I know how good you are at execution. It'll even it out. If I'm against someone that I perceive is weaker than me, then I'd rather have that red ring buried somewhere, and maybe I find it. Maybe my opponent doesn't get some sort of advantage.
Yeah, totally agree, 100%.
Right, Rick finds level 6. Not a whole lot we're going to be able to do here without a sword. Unless these, those moblins are at least 4 HP because the candle not taking him down. And Rick was probably hoping to get a bomb off of them, if not even, more so than maybe clearing that room.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. With it depends on what's on the white sword. Going back to the sword location here, if there's really crappy enemies up there, that can be the worst, but... Oh no, Shatty just oh wait, did he do that on purpose? I don't know. But yeah, I think that desert or the DM spot that Shatty just kind of walked away from is probably the worst, usually. Yeah,
the reason why it's not my least favorite is because typically, it is the worst spot, but typically if I'm late to it, my opponent's probably late to it too.
Yeah, that's
whereas
totally
I always assume that my opponent will have gotten to the white sword spot without dying.
Yeah.
Unlike me,
Yeah, that's totally fair. Well, we're running out of spots. It's going to be somewhere up there, either in the casino corner or potentially the white sword area. We'll see. Yeah,
I think mostly the northeast east is what we haven't seen. And Shatty hits another large secret, so maybe we find arrows. You can buy some arrows or something. Now that we know that the silvers are not the Armos item. Here's a level 2.
Yeah, so we've seen, 2, 3? Yes, it does.
Actually, that's the thing I like best about the new... Oh, gosh. Hi, Wizards. The thing I like best about this new Heart Shuffle flag set, where there is a heart in every dungeon, but it might not be... It might be the floor item, it might be the stair item, is that there's a little more value in digging dungeons not 1 and 2. Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord.
All right, that is a white sword item. So we just need a bow and maybe a ladder.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of takes for me, if I was playing, the scariness out of the 6th level, because it's usually the silvers that you kind of have to gamble on. I mean, so, it's probably welcome sight if I was Shatty, or either of them.
Yes, so Silver's on the white sword now. Shatty hasn't gotten that yet, but he hasn't had his candle very long. He's gonna be able to at least pick up this Triforce, so that's nice. But yeah, I don't see Shatty missing those. And you know, I'm not even worried if Shatty buys the wood arrows before he finds those, because those large secrets are pretty big. And we're certainly not buying a blue ring, so. No, we spend our money maybe on keys, maybe on bomb upgrades, maybe on potions. There's not much else that we're going to need to spend our money on.
See, Shatty over here. See, I'm all for peeking in a dungeon with no sword, but this is when it gets shaky to me. When you start killing stuff and having to go back in and out with the blue candle, I'm just not a fan at all. I would rather just leave and. But who knows? Maybe it'll be a white sword right here or something stupid.
Oh, that would be awesome. Or a white sword or a wand is your best find in this scenario.
Oh yeah.
But it's just the compass. Tell us about the Triforce that we already found.
Yeah, the Triforce we just walked by. Oh, that's funny.
I think Shatty will just grab the Triforce and get out. Rick's going to buy a key because he knows he doesn't have to buy arrows, so an early key buy makes a lot of sense.
Yep. And if we do happen to see the book early, the only thing we could really potentially need money is the book book to understand old men. So, and the hints are all truthful. So we'll see if that comes into play or not.
Yeah, I guarantee you though there'll be one. There's always the walk over the water to get the coast item, which we're gonna see in just a second.
Watch it be the bow, and we just.
I mean, as a player, that's like I think that's the best item that could be there because then you know you just have to get the ladder and that's go mode.
Yeah.
But just a magic boomerang today. The only way anyone's picking that up is if they do a world wrap.
Yeah, boomerang, not really an item you want to ever go out of your way for, but it is nice early on sometimes in certain scenarios.
I'll pick up a boomerang I don't have to go down the stairs for. Almost always. I will pick up the first one, whichever it is, not the second one. I'll go down the stairs for one if it's early enough to still be of use. Man, we don't have a sword yet, so like if I had a ladder there, I'd probably grab that because we still don't have a sword. But would I come back for it? Purposely come back? No, it can stay there.
Yeah, totally agree. Wasn't level 2 on the other side of the world? How did Shatty get back over here? I was looking at Rick for a second.
I think he just upbade.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think he got his Triforce, saw the coast, and then he just upbade to start. But unfortunately, he's gonna go do these south bushes before going to do the north ones. If he already had a sword, I'd be like, yeah, this makes sense. But the open caves are more to the north and in the east.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I mean, he's got to know that it's up there at some point. I guess there's an any road to get him over there. I forget exactly where it was over here, so maybe that's on his mind, just to do these bushes and then take the any road back up there.
Yeah, that could work too. Little scary knowing what we know with the white sword item being in the burn bush. That's the one burn bush that's like not near anything else. Burn bushes otherwise tend to clump.
What was it? Was it the one by Vanilla 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Rick is going to do what I thought Shatty would do when he got up here. He's going to go ahead and check this cave. Because it is the most out of the way. When you get an any road up here, you're just like, yeah, let's check it. But it's just money. 39 for... Okay, so money really not going to be an issue today. Because 39 one off the max and the mid-secret. Yeah, we're going to have plenty of money this seed.
Oh, yeah, that's really good money. More than... Oh, Rick taking an overworld death there, but yeah, plenty of money. We've got one over 100, one almost max, and then a perfectly average small. So, bunch of money.
And Shatty just wants to get this one awful cave out of the way instead of going to the density of the northeast. It could have worked out. We know it's not going to, but like if we hadn't already seen it, then this could be the answer.
Yeah. I know when the last race of that tournament race I was in, I almost orphaned this spot. Like, it's not going to be there. And then sure enough, that's exactly where the sword was. So you got to check it,
Chad asking what's the longest anyone's gone without a sword during a race. I don't have an exact number. I've definitely seen upwards of 40 minutes. Usually that means they got either a red candle or more likely a wand. So they can actually do things without the sword. I don't expect either one of these guys to go too much longer.
Especially with a wand, I've seen damn thing. What was it?
White sword in level 4 on the floor.
Oh man.
Keep going, Shatty. Go, go, go. Go get your white sword.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's right here. That's right.
He's right
oh.
here. We no longer care where the wood sword is.
Yeah. We do not.
Oh my god. Like, I thought I saw something in those rupees, and then I looked at the A button on Rick's side.
I didn't even see it after I knew it was there the second time. I was like, where is it? And Shatty had it. Like, oh. All right.
So fortunately, both our runners picking that up at the same time. So no advantage. Shatty with the slight advantage of the oh gosh, that's a map. Has the Triforce out of 2 already. Rick with the advantage of having the silvers already. A little more concerned about Shatty getting to the silvers and Rick getting to the Triforce of 2 because he doesn't necessarily need it. But you know, that burn bush is not far from their start screen, so I imagine he'll get there.
Yeah, I think it won't be too long. He'll probably clear up because he's already done the deadwoods and stuff, so he'll probably head that way pretty much right after this. We'll see though. That is nice because we know that sword was up there somewhere, and Shatty kind of up-aid way away from it, and look, he knows what he's doing. It's a white sword right here for him.
He knew. No,
yeah.
he didn't know.
Yeah.
So this room right here with the Patra has got to be a transport to get to the rest of the segment.
Yep. Sure does.
Good job, Rick, getting that Patra in permanent expando mode.
I know.
Sorry, Rick, we'd be a little sarcastic for you here. Thankfully, we have a red ring and a white sword, so it won't be too bad.
Yes, this is where that red ring really just, I mean, it
oh, yeah.
It almost eliminates...
Like 3 times over without it.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, and there Shay takes a death to the Patra. But to be fair, Rick would, I would hope would have been a little more careful with it if he'd not had that red ring. Shay's going to take might as well take the refill. It's right here.
Yeah, you definitely play way more loose and kind of do some headbutt strats with the ring, but I feel like the red ring just almost eliminates a combat advantage, which is why, blah.
Yep. That's right. That's right. And the white sword also is another equalizer. You know, your top runners will say, "Give me no ring white sword. Oh, sorry, no ring wood sword. Let my opponent deal with the same thing."
Yep, absolutely.
Nice bomb drop. That will not push now.
So true to what you've taught me, and with non-start room shuffle off, we see shapes or we see segments all the time, and that really feel like that's been true.
Yeah, it's either a segment or a very vertical dungeon shape.
Oh my gosh, Shatty did the same. Come on, guys. Come on. He did the same thing right there. You got the Patra stuck in expando version.
And unfortunately, he's got 5 hearts, so he's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing I don't like, I mean, it's actually the vertical shapes that bother me more than even the segments, because it just makes it like you're always, you know, when you're trying to find that bomb hole, just bomb up is always going to be your best bet.
Yeah, totally.
It's just everything's been so vertical. It does make tracking a little bit easier, for sure, but oh, that could be our item. Oh, we have our item. That could be our heart. Nope, this is our heart. And that big archer could be our Triforce, but probably isn't. The 2-block room does have a... we did find out, because Juris was like, yeah, I don't want to clear this room anymore. It never drops. What's the percentage? And, you know, No Name, who's been our statistician extraordinaire this year, found out it was about 10% to drop, so...
Yep, it's a lower percentage, but it certainly can. Another thing we found out, don't push it, Shatty. Oh my gosh, that'll never, ever, 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 ever push. That's something that we found out that I was like, I swear it never pushes, and we figured out it has never once pushed, at least in these flags.
The empty room.
Yep. Oh yeah, I should explain. Yeah, a pushed room with that has nothing in it whatsoever.
No traps, no nothing.
Yep.
I was going to say no bubbles, but that's you only get bubble only rooms in 2Q when you have the blues and the reds.
Well, yeah, that's true, isn't it? Never thought of that. You never get just straight bubble rooms in First quest
There's
enemies.
really no point in first quest enemy sets only, right?
Yeah,
If
totally.
you don't have enemies in a room, the bubble taking your sword away is like, okay, who cares, you know? Whereas the perma bubbles, yeah. And Shaggy's gonna say no to the heart.
Yeah, I don't blame him here. Red ring with white sword, not really worried about mags. Just save the 12 seconds or whatever it is.
Oh, there goes a raft spot. I didn't realize that the any roads took away a raft spot. That's always fun.
Love to see that. I'm always worrying about the raft. Tell you what though, they got this white sword just in time with all those dark nuts in level 4, and we know there's I believe 3 had whiz robes. Was that 3 we saw whiz robes in?
We saw 2 had whiz robes. 3. I don't know if we saw. Did we see the enemy set in 3 yet? We're going to.
I don't know. I know we've seen it. I don't know if we've seen the enemy set.
There's our map. See, vertical. Nice shoot room.
Yeah, frickin' shoot rooms, man.
Yeah, just calling it a kangaroo. I like it. I'm not big into trying to figure out the shapes unless something jumps up out at me, and that one jumped out of chest, and I'm like, yeah, I like it.
It's a little.
I like to hear chat. Chat comes up with much better suggestions in general than I do.
Kind of a maybe a baby kangaroo. I've seen or a short pudgy kangaroo. I don't know.
Yep. I don't think Shatty really wanted to pick up that claw, because then he wasn't going to be able to get the enemies in the bottom. This spawn is much better, because you can easily get the like-likes on top, and the Pole's Voice will eventually come to a place where you can kill them. Otherwise, like where it was in the previous spawn, you have to do a... Oh my god, there's a ladder. You have to do a clip into the bottom in order to kill it. Rick doing the same thing Shatty did, finding the compass right after this Triforce, but he has a sword, so we'll be able to try and find the item.
Yep, and it is whiz robes in here. There are whiz robes in here, but a red ring and white sword, we're not worried about that. Shatty is heading towards the heading toward the kangaroo head, I guess.
Yeah, that 2 block could have had the Triforce, could have been the push block for the heart. Shatty's just gonna go straight on up.
Yeah, I guess he's playing the odds since that one doesn't drop too often.
Well, that's a goofy looking shape over it. We never saw the map for Shatty in level 2.
Yeah, what that is?
Interesting looking thing.
I think Goofy's a perfect explanation of that. What is that?
Almost a square, but not quite. We're just missing 3 pieces. Floor heart for Rick.
Which is important to keep track of, especially as a player, because if you see you might see another one. You gotta know that we will have the coast heart floating around here somewhere.
You absolutely want to know when you got the coast heart.
Well, maybe that Triforce was in that 2 block room that Shatty said nope to. I'm starting to run out of options here.
I mean, he'll get a compass at some point, or if not the Triforce itself.
Yeah. I think he just has kind of the kangaroo behind left. That's it.
Yep. Rick really wants this item out of 2. Unfortunately, there's a ladder block for him, and he has not done 3. So he does not have that ladder. There's the compass. Okay.
There we go.
A little bit down. That trap room could also be the heart if Shatty wanted it.
Yep. Get those bombs. There you go. Good guy. Good job. Simultaneous Triforces.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's a huge advantage here for Shatty in terms of level 2, because I don't expect him to go back there anytime soon. We can do level 6. We're going to do level 6. We got to do at least one of the big levels, because we do have a 6 Triforce seed.
Wait, what did Rick find in level 2?
He didn't. He found a ladder block.
Oh, a ladder block. I'm kind of missed that.
Level 6, wanting to take away Shatty's keys, though. That's not, not great.
Nope. Keys can sometimes be an issue. I mean, in any flags, but let me put it this way: they give me issues a lot in these flags, but But really, at this point, we're just looking for bow and go. I mean, we could have blocked dungeons on the overworld, but with a 6 Triforce seed, unless you have 3 of them blocked, we don't really care. Just...
Well, I guess we've seen 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6. I don't think we've seen 1, 5, 7, or 8 yet.
I think we saw 7. Did we not? I think so. I think we're just.
I won't
just
swear
missing...
to be right on that one.
I think it's just 1, 5, and 8 we're missing. But I won't swear on it either. But I thought we saw 6 and 7 early. Somebody will correct me if not. I'm sure.
Well, chat will be all over it.
Of course. That's what I meant by somebody.
Sword.
Oh yeah, hey. It's just chilling right there too.
I know, you shouldn't be angry about it. You got your free white sword, you know?
Yeah, and that's not a difficult
spot. The white sword didn't do anything to you. When you find level 1, let's go level 1.
Here's one. If Bo's here, we are looking at a fast seed. Because either way, we have at least 6 dungeons found now. Even if I was wrong about 7. Never mind. Not quite.
Oh, take that clock. There we go. Now you can take it. More whiz robes. Shatty, yeah, I'm. You know, one of the things about digging a 6 like this is you expect to pick up some keys. One of the problems with this flag set is you're not digging the big dungeons for those keys nearly as often as you do, you know, when you have to do guaranteed have to do all 8. And Rick still without the ladder is not going to be able to pick up that compass.
Yeah, and we know at least, you know, 1 item that's in 2 that's ladder block. But I don't know if Shatty goes back there. It's kind of way out of the way over there. No, it's not. He'll be back over here soon. So yeah, we'll see.
I mean, I imagine when we run out of dungeons we can just do.
Yeah.
And we start, you know, if we haven't found the bow yet, I imagine that's about the time when Shatty or Rick would go back there. There's our map to level 1.
Yeah, for sure. And I would 100% agree with that. You got to go get Triforces anyways. You might run right into the bow. There's no reason to go back there until we need.
Relatively quick 6.
Yeah.
Never got to see the map.
No map or item, but we got the Triforce.
Yeah, we're gonna probably take. Looks like Shatty's gonna take care of the bomb spots near start. Those are often a little bit scary because so often when you go through this area, you don't have bombs.
Yeah, especially if you get to them late and you see something, you know, of importance was there. You always wonder if the other guy got to it. I try to get to him, but yeah, you miss him a lot.
Oh, bow on the floor for Rick.
Oh, well.
He might be in go mode, depending on that ladder situation. If Shatty gets himself up to the northwest corner while checking the one burn bush, yeah, there's levels. We did see levels.
Yeah, we saw it.
Okay. And a red candle. So if you prioritize the northeast, it's actually really interesting. If you prioritize the northeast, you get a free candle, you get your sword, and you get your bow even earlier than everything. But then you're doing whiz robes with the wood sword, which is not so great, and maybe without the red ring, so you know it does kind of even out.
So we are still missing 5 though, right? Has Shatty even got his silvers yet? Nope. I don't think he has, right?
Eddie has not seen the silvers, and right now that is Rick's biggest advantage. However, Rick doesn't have a ladder yet, and we don't know what that means.
Yeah, I mean, if Shatty just heads towards yeah, he's gonna get it right here.
Yep. So if Shatty can get out of the 7 rather quickly and start make his way up to the northeast, he's gonna be in go mode pretty quickly. Rick's just gonna be in go mode with this ladder, unless everything is blocked that we have left. No, wait, we have 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We have 6 dungeons.
6 and 7. We have 6 dungeons. So only a recorder and a dig dog are in a dumb place.
And since we don't have 5, this digging 7 shouldn't hurt Shatty or anything. Just get the Triforce and get out of here, and you know.
Because I'm sure you'll agree when I say, go to the dungeon you know. Don't go looking for other dungeons if you're in go mode otherwise.
100% agree with that. Yes, that's what I do at least. I mean, especially if you have a lot. I mean, it depends. Like, I guess how much overworld. If you only have like 4 spots in level 1 or
that's
something
fair.
stupid, sure. But like most
These guys,
cases, yeah, go.
yeah, these guys are gonna have like 50 spots left, and level 5, which is probably the preferred dungeon to do, could be way up in the northwest corner somewhere. You don't want to be looking for that.
Yeah, Shatty did get a compass here. I think he's gonna clear this to see if it's an item. We know it's not really going to be an item likely that he needs, but doesn't push anyway. So I imagine he goes and gets this Triforce after maybe checking this.
Yeah, check this spot. Check rooms adjacent to the Triforce. I don't think he goes much deeper.
Yeah, and that would be the right play. Is just to grab it and get out. Well, he's gonna go right too.
Yeah, with Shatty's still missing silvers, it makes more sense for him to be a little more thorough about this. Could buy this bomb upgrade. +3.
Get out. You need to get out of here.
Yeah,
and you don't want to spend a key either.
Yeah, don't spend the key if you don't need to. Just go ahead and grab the Triforce. Get out.
Yeah.
Rick's not going to be looking for anything else. Yeah,
and if Shatty heads towards 1, I mean, they're both in a good spot right now, but if Shatty just heads towards 1,
one more room. Okay, you
can't
do this
anything there.
I was hoping that wouldn't bomb for him, but Shatty looks like he's more committed than I would be to this item in 7.
Yeah, I don't. Oh man, especially in a. I mean, this is the kind of play that can win you a seed by a lot, but in this case, it's just wasting them time.
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts him. It really hurts him that he still hasn't found those silvers. If he had the silvers, there's no way he's doing this.
Yeah. Okay, that doesn't bomb. Maybe it'll push him back down. Nope. I mean, at this point, he might. I don't know how much he's seen a decent bit of this. He might just dig this whole thing.
Yeah, we're now to the point where he's probably seen at least half of it.
Yeah, and that would be pretty catastrophic because there's not really anything slowing Rick down. So.
Nope.
Okay, he's going back down.
The best thing Shatty could find in here is probably an any key.
Yeah, the any key would be
okay. 1 book. Those would be good solid finds. The worst thing would be like a power bracelet or a raft that might take him off path to finding one in the white sword item. Or even the recorder. The recorder is kind of a weird one because recorder always has a chance of being required until you found Zelda, and it's kind of similar to a ladder. It's just a lot less likely to have that situation where that dig dogger just blocks that one path. But it also opens up 11 overworld spots that could distract him from getting to what he needs to do.
Yeah, it's kind of wild to be this far into a seed and still have not seen any of the casino corner up there. That's exactly where he needs to go. He's gonna dig this 7. He's gonna dig it for the item. I mean, he has to at this point. Like,
yeah, it's committed.
Another key door. Ugh.
Yeah, Rick's leaving 6th without the Triforce.
Yeah. I wonder why. I think I was kind of. Oh, there he is. He's back in.
Yeah, maybe I was thinking there would be a bomb hole there. I don't know if there's a room there or not. Shatty does get a key back, so that's at least something.
Yeah, at least I gave him his key back, so it doesn't feel as bad. But
I want to say Shatty took a transport in this 6 to get up towards where the Triforce is, and I don't know that Rick either hasn't found that transport or is chosen not to take it.
Yeah, then I know he found a compass at some point. It wasn't too far in. Or wasn't too far in his time in here. I'm not sure the location of the dungeon.
I want to say it was past the transport.
And he's going to spend another key up here.
That hole didn't have to bomb, but it was very highly likely to bomb, because if it didn't, then this would just be the one-off for the transport. It is going to push.
Well,
okay, yeah, we said this is the best thing he could find. This any key.
Yeah, it is. Now, key doors are not a problem to get that Triforce. Get out of here. And even with this detour in 6, there's still gonna be he's still gonna be a Triforce ahead. So it's gonna be close.
Yeah, Rick's definitely having a not as good 6 as Shatty did.
feel like the compass was in this general. Oh, look at that! I was right. Yeah, I thought it was in a moat room.
The classic moat compass, Chevy compass. You know, all those things you want to swear at when you get into one of these dungeons without a ladder.
Yep. Just you know, if you have to come back, remember it's there. So
Yep.
if you have to search for a Triforce. Well, look at this.
So-
We're 5-5.
We're tied up.
Now, Shatty just needs to go to 1, and Silver's right on the way to 1 to the Casino Corner. Excuse me.
If he doesn't use an any road, if he just walks the path to get up there, and he's got the bombs to do it. You know, that northeast corner. I always like to have. No, he's not
doing
going.
it.
He's gonna go for all the burn bushes in the forest. That's not good.
You know.
I'm beginning to think that white sword might have actually ended up being bad for Shatty because, like, if he was still looking for the wood sword, he'd be prioritizing those open caves, and you know, be much quicker to head up there. And at this rate, like, he might find 5 or 8, and he might dig that. You know, knowing he needs a 6 Triforce, and knowing the bow could be in either one of those dungeons, as far as he knows.
Yeah, finding 5 would be the absolute worst thing he could do because I don't think that he would dig 8, but 5 he probably will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, his path over here, he might get up to 1, but he still just skipped those silvers. Like now,
Yeah,
silver's gonna be in a weird spot again.
I don't know how he gets to those silvers, and that's a much bigger problem. I don't think Rick's gonna get the any key. Rick has 7 keys. He's gonna be fine without it, most likely.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna definitely try it out in here. And this also wasn't a very tricky try. There was the compass was a couple rooms in, and the try was just a couple rooms above that. So Rick's gonna be in 9 fairly soon. Shatty with the wood arrow. Oh man.
I mean,
That's a good buy.
Yeah, he's got plenty.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
I would do the same thing, but yeah.
Totally. It's
know.
totally. I would 100% buy those arrows. There's no doubt, but it's just like, oh man, little do you know.
Also, Rick, I'm probably also not going to find that bomb upgrade, so.
You know what else might happen here is that Shatty is a big gambler. So he goes up to 1 and gets this bow. He's gonna go straight to 9.
Yep.
Oh man, he's in trouble.
I mean, I always like to argue that it's the gamble is usually not going to 9 because you always get more information from 9. You lose more time being wrong outside of 9 than being wrong inside 9. But we know it's just an overload spot, just waiting for him.
I mean, this whole game is always going to 2. Yeah. This whole game is just choices. You know, that's all it is. It's a choice.
Yep.
So, you know.
Now, a book might actually, I'm going to say the book is the Rick in 9. The best thing Shatty can find out of this, too, is a book. Although we haven't seen hints, but at least if he went to 9 without silvers, he'd have the shot of getting the silvers lie elsewhere. Or he could, you know, when searching for open caves, could get the, my whoever who has silver arrows hint. You know? Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan at all of Shatty being in this too, even objectively, even without the knowledge that he has, because I mean, he saw that whole corner left, and like he already has the Triforce out of here. You need one more Triforce either way before you go to 9.
Yep. This is probably where I'd go if I were looking for a bow before going to 9. I'd go back here first. I might even choose to look for silvers here before going to 9 because it's a relatively small dungeon. But doing this before getting that 6 Triforce, yeah, I agree with you. I don't like it. Apparently, we've already seen Zelda. Well, I guess in Rick's case, it'll be Ganon. The kidnapped, as chat is saying.
Well, there's the other item. Wait, didn't he already see a heart? Oh, no, that was Rick that saw the heart.
Yeah, Rick saw the heart, and yeah, so the second item, it is probably ladder block. We think is beyond this Chevy room. Might even be in this Chevy room.
Also feels bad not having those, not having that. Well, never mind. He doesn't have the bow. Just kidding.
And of course, apparently we're seeing some dig doggers in here, which is always scary when you don't have the recorder.
Yeah, that'd be bad for both of them. So
yeah,
unless the recorder's in here.
I mean, it'd be better for Shatty than it would be for Rick because you know,
Yeah.
Rick will. I mean, I don't see Shatty coming back from this unless something like that happens.
Yeah.
You
I
of
mean, he's
course have
really.
Wizrobes in 9 because why not?
I mean, like we said, even if he gets out of here like right now and goes straight to 1, he's still gonna go to 9 after that. He's not gonna go look for white sword item. There's no way. And then this 2 is being a pain too, just sucking up time. It's just ugh.
And the key doors can become a concern for Rick. He does pick up another key. He's got plenty for now, but I don't think he's got enough where you just use them indiscriminately. So you're
Yes.
going to path around the key doors as much as you can still.
Yeah. And yes, when I said recorder in here, obviously talking about this level 2, not level 9.
Not yet. Recorder cannot be a 9 in this flag set.
And we got a roar. Oh, man, dude, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That is it.
Rick's already got the path to Zelda. Shatty's probably going to be shaking his head when he sees this finish.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like the luck of the routing, right? I mean, this is a free seed if you go the right way.
Rick does still have to execute this fight down to 1 heart, but now he had this unlock and then he lost it.
Oh yeah. Well, Shatty a little bit of time here. Oh yeah, we saw this map earlier. This goofy thing.
I think we're running out of rooms for the item. This might happen. No, I was about to say this has to be it, but it's a key.
I think it's that. It's in that the top little row up there, right? Has he been up there? Oh no. Did we see 2 hearts? I thought
it's possible we saw 2 different hearts.
I thought Shatty got a heart his first time in, but maybe not.
I don't think he did, but Rick got a heart when he was in here, and there's no guarantee. You know, with 2, especially when we're watching and not playing, it's entirely possible that they did see 2 different hearts. Also, there's a Goma room. Shatty, of course, not without the bow, can't kill the Goma.
Oh, there's this Wizrobe room over here too.
Yeah.
Oh man, this just feels bad.
This room absolutely can drop.
Yep. Well, it is the recorder, but does us nothing.
That was the one item that could have saved him, but we now know that it's not going to.
Yep.
He's just gonna distract him for where he needs to actually go.
Rick's gonna die to this Ganon again, man. Yeah, you gotta hold that stun lock.
Yeah, and I don't recall us getting the letter, and I don't know that. I mean, at this point, you're not going and searching for a take any for a potion. Is not really what you want to do.
Yeah, at this level, I mean, you have Red Ring here. You gotta zone in and get this Ganon down. He's in his room too, so it's. I mean, you gotta zone in here, Rick, and get him down.
Yeah, it's hoping to get some health on the way. Or worst case scenario, you go and you're not that far from the fairy fountain. If you absolutely need it, go take that fairy refill.
We effectively have 16 hearts right now.
Yep.
So. Shatty is making his way to 1, but as we know, it's just too late.
I think he might actually clear the, prioritize those recorder spots, which, funny enough, if gonna go back this way. Funny enough, would get him those silvers.
Rick lost the stun again, but he's got her.
It's gonna be a quick up A and walk over to Zelda.
Yep, that will do it.
Not the fastest time of the tournament, but pretty darn close. Fury having gotten to 38 in week 1.
Yeah, imagine if we would have not died to Ganon a few times. It'd have been even faster, but it's plenty enough. It's all Rick needs. Shaddy's gonna see this 1 just as Rick is finishing.
Yeah.
He's gonna understand some stuff when he sees this right here. Alrighty.
Here's Ganon for Rick. Get your GGs out in chat for adirondackrick, finishing with an official race time of 42:46. GGs.
Speaking of, we have Rick here. GG, man. Well played.
Yeah, except for Ganon. I mean, never have I seen so many Hyrule drivers.
Yeah, I was giving you a little bit of grief because you're so far ahead. It was, you were fine, but yeah, there's
Yeah,
Shatty
but
as well.
GG
yeah,
Shatty.
but when you have a 6 Triforce seed, silvers is your white sword item, bow in level 1, and the ladder on the path on level 3. It's like Shatty's got to be right there. Shatty's going to be right behind me. Oh no, it just died again. And let's take the walk back. Please, Shatty, don't finish. Please, Shatty, don't finish.
Yep.
Death number 2 because I decided I'm going to stomach 2 Hyrule drivers. Okay,
And
there's.
in the meantime, Shatty's learning the things that he missed. What you didn't know, Rick, is Shatty hasn't found the silvers and just barely entered level 1.
Oh.
Yep. So Shatty, yeah, I mean, not the result you were hoping for, I'm sure. You see Rick finishing at 42 minutes while you're entering level 1. I'm not sure what to say about that.
GG's, Rick. Well done, man.
Yeah, GG's to you. And I mean, I know going up against you, I'm not in a spot where I can easily get away with a lot of stuff. So you can experience my joy, especially for doing a race at 10:30 at night when I'm now used to waking up early in the morning. How joyous I was to find that jewelry underneath the Armos.
Oh, definitely. It's always good to see. It's like a sigh of relief at the start,
Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, my first sword being the white sword on the floor in 4.
Yeah. You all found that sword like seconds apart.
Yeah, that was both your first swords. It's pretty funny.
I mean, when you put the wood sword all the way in the northeast corner in Casino Corner, it's kind of easier to walk over and get the white sword out of Burn Bush level 4 than it is to get it all the way there in that northeast corner. But, I mean, once I found level 1, once I found that bow in there, my strategy was like, okay, I know where 6 dungeons are. Let me go and finish those.
Which totally makes sense.
And then have the ladder be right on the path in level 3. I mean, there you go.
Funny enough, I think for you, Shatty, it almost would have been better if you hadn't gotten that sword, because then you're prioritizing more the northeast for the open caves, and maybe you would have hit that one burn bush, which is the one northeast of level 1, which is where the white sword silvers were.
Yeah, we would have got there eventually.
I know you. You would have gotten to 9. Would you have gotten to 9 without silvers? I feel like that's what you would have done.
Oh, definitely. Since I just got that recorder too.
Yep, and you got you were about to get the bow out of level 1, so you would have been ready to go in there. And it was kind of funny. You got the recorder as we were, there were dig doggers in 9, but they weren't blocking anything, because that was like the one thing you had left was getting that a recorder block that you would be able to get past, and Rick would have to go search for a recorder.
Yeah, I was a little not thrilled seeing dig doggers in level 9, especially the one that decided it was going to lock me in. But locking me in is how I found the path to Zelda, so I think it worked out in the end.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Rick, how does it feel now, knowing you're going into week 6 already with that bracket spot? You don't have to worry about, you only have to worry about maybe getting a better seed by winning a 3-2 matchup. But either way you're in.
Let me see, Tracy. Stressing out like I did last year when I was up against Paratroopa in a move on. If you win, you're in the lower bracket. If you lose, and having to deal with that stress, or sitting comfortably with the wheel doing whatever it wants to me tomorrow night. Bring it on. I mean, this wheel is definitely giving me a good challenge. I like the challenge, but I also didn't want to go 2 and 3 and face the many runners who are sitting at 2 and 3 who I do not want to face them in week 6.
Yep. Shatty, on the other hand.
Yeah, I mean, don't talk too bad about that position, Rick. I mean, some of us are in there. Some
Daddy,
of us
give
are going to
him
be
hell.
watching the wheel in that 2 and 3 group.
Well, I know if I were 2 and 3, I wouldn't want to face you, Shatty. So, but yeah,
Nah, it should be fun. Looking forward to it. The wheel.
Yep.
Tournament time, always fun. Yeah, what can you do? Keep playing. See what happens.
Absolutely. All right. Anything else? Any of you want to add before we go ahead and close this out?
40 seconds, 40 minutes seed. I mean, I had myself prepared to stay up until midnight playing this game. I am not complaining one bit because I, who have been up since 8:30 and then had to go and do 3 basketball games today, I am going to take the fact that this was a 40-minute seed.
Absolutely. And I know you enjoy doing those basketball games too, but
But trust me, I'll be hugging my pillow soon.
well deserved.
But Shaddy, give him hell next week. Get into the upper bracket. I know you can.
Thanks, Rick. GG's. And thanks, guys, for putting this on. As always, appreciated.
All right. Appreciate both of you too. Thank you all for giving us a good show, and good luck moving forward. All right. That doesn't do it for us today. There were 4 races going on at the same time. Over on, I have to look up where the first one might have been over. That one started at 10 o'clock Eastern, but let's just shout out just in case. Over on the Zelda 1 Randomizer channel, we had Dragon Darts versus Chester. Don't know if that's still going on. Over on SpeedGaming Main, we have Fred Coughlin versus Custom. Over on I believe the Zelda Randomizer 2 channel, we have Tabby Orange versus JP Brewers Fan JP. That's a 4-0 matchup. And on SpeedGaming Main at midnight, we are going to have Money Mercs versus Special K. So a lot more action to tune into. So plenty of Zelda 1 action for you all to go to. As this one ended early, you'll be able to watch some of the other races. In the meantime, I want to thank everybody. First of all, Jess, Andy, jumping in, doing the tracking behind the scenes. Trackers always are MVPs. Thank you very much, Jess. And of course, Yumi, always a pleasure to do commentary with you. Glad we got a little sad it was a little short, but always happy to get in here in the booth with you.
Yeah, it felt like in and out, didn't it? But yeah, no, that was a blast. Still had a good time, super fun, and we will for sure do it again. Always a pleasure.
All right, lots of matches to choose from. Go find another match to watch, and we'll see you at those matches. Good night, everyone.
Take care.